school.
We chose 2 classrooms to be the trial classrooms for active labelling. We went into the room and we were very lucky because all of the lights have individual switches, so we were able to turn some on and turn some off. We turned off all the lights that were by the window and took all the posters off the window so that the natural sunlight could come in. And once we'd done that, we took some sticky labels and we labelled the light switches so that the children knew which ones they could turn on and which ones they had to leave off.
We have stickers on our light switches. We have red, green and yellow. Red means we can't use it at all, green means we can use it, and yellow means use it when we need to.
We also made posters to explain what they mean, and the best ones were chosen to be put up by all light switches.
On our IT sockets we have blue stickers. Blue stickers mean we can turn it off when not in use.
After school, when I was coming home from my mates, I saw some lights left on outside the cloakrooms. So then next day when it was school, I went round and told the teacher that it was left on.
The thought of doing an out-of-hours survey, of walking into every single room, looking at every single electrical appliance and making a decision about each one of those, I was a bit daunted by, but we shared that work out, we did it as a team, and I was actually surprised how quick and straightforward it was. It was really easy. So again, it wasn't just asking one person to go around and check, because that's not feasible. It was about all of us taking responsibility for checking that we're switching off appliances when they're not in use.
The kids have took it on really well. I mean, they're very conscious now of what they leave on. Has it been left on? Should I switch it off? The staff are getting there. There's still a little bit to do. Cleaners have been fantastic, and we are getting there. There has been an improvement. I'm doing less as I walk around at night. See less overhead projectors on, things like that. So it has got better.
The out-of-hours survey, if we follow through with it and follow through with the labelling that we've done and switching things off when they're not in use, we estimate that's going to save us nearly £300 a year. Now, £300 is a significant amount of money, and in the current climate, you can't afford to be throwing away £300, and that's in effect what you're doing. If you're leaving on data projectors and lights in empty classrooms, that's throwing money away.
We discovered that we were linked to a smart system for energy recording from our electric meters, and that we could look at that online every day.
I've used AMR as a whole class discussion on data handling, part of the curriculum, so we could present real data to the children to analyse.
Each graph is showing how much electricity we use every half an hour in kilowatt hours. On an average day, the electricity usage lowers at 1 p.m. when everybody's outside and playing and the cooks have finished cooking.
We're heavily involved in using our data to calculate our carbon emissions as well as obviously kilowatt hours and try and reduce that, but we're going to compare that directly with the energy usage of our school in Pakistan. About
the heating issues, I think the way to get savings is education of the staff, that the room is warm enough. Look at your thermometers, that's a set temperature. That's the way we're going to go forward with saving money with energy and the heating.
Our caretaker has trained the office manager and myself to have a look at the heating in the school. He's taken us into the boiler room so that we can have a look at to turn it down if the temperature gets too high. We've got children on board as well, and everybody's really enthusiastic about it. And in each classroom there's a thermometer, and 3 times in the day the children take the temperature when they first come in the morning, at lunch, after break and at lunchtime, to see what the temperature is, if the temperature needs to be lowered.
If it's 18 degrees it's just right, and if it's over 18 degrees we're wasting energy. I should tell our caretaker about it to turn it down.
We're not having the heating on as often, but we're having it on at critical times of day to make sure that everybody's warm enough and we haven't got the problems of overheating and windows open to let heat out.
We believe that by following work such as reducing our heating by 3 degrees and by working with our light programme of switching off unused lights, removing unrequired lights, and encouraging a really quick close down at the end of the day of all the systems that we can, then over a financial year we're aiming to make a saving of something in the order of £20,000